So today I just want to show you very quickly something you can do with your perennials. So this border here it's not really a design border, to be honest. It's more a border that's evolved with plants. It's a bit of a plant nursery really, and I plant things here to propagate from them, but I still want them to look nice. And you can see here these perennial geraniums. This is a variety called Johnson's Blue, and what's happened, because it's been such a mild start to the year, they've grown away, they've got a bit lax, and with the high winds we had the other day, they've flopped somewhat, and they don't look in proportion with other things in the border. They don't really look how I want them to look. And so what you can do to tackle this is do something called the Chelsea chop. And it's called the Chelsea chop because you would do it at this time of year. And you know, you could do half a plant Chelsea chop, you could perhaps chop one of these in the group, but I'm really going to go for it here, and I'm going to chop these back by about half, and they will flush again. It seems very brutal, and it does seem a bit of a shame when they're just starting to flower, but I want nice compact plants. I don't want them flopping. The first lot of rain and wind we get, these are really going to flatten, and I don't want them to look like that. So I'm giving them the Chelsea chop here. I might just leave those bits on at the front and chop that. So if you've got perennials in your garden that have got a bit ahead of themselves, or a bit floppy, or you want them to be a bit more compact, then you can give them the Chelsea chop. And you know, in an ideal world, you might want to chuck some water and feed on that, something like liquid seaweed, just to give it a bit of a boost and a bit of vigour to put on some new growth. But what that will do is make a much more compact plant that behaves itself much better in the border. So I think I might go ahead and do the rest of these. You could just chop half of it, and this works for a variety of repeat flowering perennials. So it extends the season of interest. You might want to chop some and leave others, so you stagger the flowering time. So now is the perfect time. Normally would be Chelsea this week, so give your borders, give your perennials a Chelsea chop.